everybody, my name is Melissa and welcome back to my channel, Hopeful Happenings. Today we're talking about proper etiquette on social media for authors. Okay, so the reason why I'm talking about this today is because I've actually noticed that a few of you have been posting or have posted in the past things that potentially could damage your relationships in the publishing industry. And I really don't want you to do that. Obviously, if you meant to do it, that's a different story. But if you don't know that you're doing it, that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm not going to talk about it in the sense of do this or don't do this, because it's completely up to you what you post on your social media. However, I will go into the potential consequences that could happen from certain posts. Criticizing an agent, an agency, an editor, or a publishing company could potentially damage your relationship with these people. The publishing world is very small, so if you are criticizing someone in a public setting, then that could make other people in the publishing industry upset. It also could just warn them that, hey, like this person has strong opinions, and maybe that will make them be less likely to sign you on as a client. I did just participate in Write On Con this weekend, and one of the speakers there did say that over 50% of agents and editors have admitted to not signing with a client after they've seen their social media profiles. So it's just something to think about, that if you want to post a negative thought about an agency or an agent or an editor or a publishing company, and then try to get published by that company later on, or work with that agent or someone who knew that agent that you criticized, it is going to be a little bit more difficult. Number 2, criticizing authors. This is very similar to number 1. If you're criticizing an author, you are potentially burning a bridge there. Not just with the author that you criticize, but with the fans of that author as well. You could also be hurting your chances for simple favors. For example, asking an author to do a blurb for your book is going to be a lot harder if you've criticized that person in the past. I just want to point out that if you're thinking right now, oh, I would never criticize someone on a public profile, I would never do that. Book reviews that are negative are not an author's friend. If you are an author who wants to be published or who is published, and you're posting a negative review about someone else's book, then keep in mind that that could be potentially negative toward you. Number 3, posting rejections. I think everyone knows that you do go through rejection in order to get published in the end. It's bound to happen. However, publicly posting about your rejections could bring a negative vibe to your profiles, especially if you name the agents or the publishing companies that rejected you. And 2, let's say that I'm looking for an agent. I'm querying agents, and every time I get a rejection, I post about it online. Don't you think that an agent who is looking at my social profiles to see if I would be a good client, don't you think that all the rejections they see in my feed will affect their decision? I don't know. It's up to you to decide. I think that the writing obviously needs to speak for itself, and agents are willing to overlook things like social media presence if they really love the book, but then again, it could potentially be a problem, so you just want to be careful. Number 4, posting your political views. I'm not saying it's bad to post your political views. However, the consequence of that is that you could be alienating some of your readers if they don't have the same political views as you. Number number 5, our last topic, self-promotion. When it comes to promoting yourself on social media, proper etiquette would be to interact with your followers and to share content from other professionals in your industry. Twitter actually came up with a 411 rule, and this is for self-promotion on Twitter, but it can be applied to other social media platforms as well. 411 rule is that for every one tweet that you self-promote, you should be posting one retweet from someone else that's relevant to your topic or your industry, and 4 original tweets from professionals in your industry. That way you have a really good balance of sharing your talents, but also sharing the talents of others and helping the writing community grow. It's never going to hurt your profile to promote another author, and in fact, it will help you really grow and connect with more people. Well, there you have it. Those are 5 things to consider when maintaining your etiquette on social media. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other suggestions on how to maintain your manners on social media, then please comment below. We'd love to hear from you. I post once a week on YouTube and I post daily on Instagram. I hope you'll tag along. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye.